Hello guys, this is Nikki, you also known as Faces Trader. It's July 27, 2020, so we're hitting near the end of the month this Friday. Let's discuss what's happening worldwide. So you are seeing that gold is hitting record highs. US-China ties worsen, Asia stocks helped by tech. But what you should understand is that a lot of bulls have been betting on gold ever since the end of last month. Even if you are entering, so those who are chasing names today on gold have really missed 100% move in gold miners, to be honest. If you are just entering today, let me remind you that you are late. You are chasing and you don't know what to do with your risk reward ratios. You could see that a company like Harmony Gold Mining started breaking out at 390. Now it's $800. For those gold bugs out there, we have been discussing this, that Perth Mint, this is an exact replica of your gold, is actually rising here. You could see naman, it broke out here June 22 to 23 here at 1750. So now it's 1898, that's 1900. Triple AU is an exact replica of gold. This is your gold dollar per ounce. So at 1800, 1934, you're seeing that this move of gold in the last 1 month is 10%. Let me see. Let's take a look at the price. No, so at a breakout of 1780 here, we were mentioning here at 1778. So yeah, it's about the 9% move of gold here is actually a 100% move in some gold miners. So that would be your HMIs. That would be a few gold names for you to know. So gold went as high as from what with this gold miner play, Galliano Gold went from 130 to as high as 180. Had a decent pullback here at 150, and this is a buying signal at 160 or 155, and looks like it could go to as high as 190. So this is still bullish. Now let's take a look in some news. Your gold is hitting record highs as China and US continue to behave like kids, tit for tat to each other. However, you could see that despite the choppiness of these Chinese names, let's take a look at what's happening in your Chinese names. Are all Chinese names truly going down? So let's take a look in some electric vehicle Chinese names. 1211, we are seeing that electric vehicles went from about 60 to 89. Had the pullback here at 68, gotten a move back to 82, risk reward. You could see that this is actually a symmetrical range. This is a triangle for those technicians. We are seeing consolidation, but overall bullish move. So I would see it could get supported at 68. If it falls, BYD falls here at 68, take a look, more buying here. So buy low, and then if you can, never sell. But if you really want to trade it, then buy low, sell near 81, 88. So this is an uptrend channel ever since 36 and $40. So study the names that you own the companies that are right. Okay, you could see that all these electric vehicles have been doing well. And even if there is some pullbacks here, you could see that it's actually a higher low. So your Geely Auto is pulling back here at 1570 after hitting 19. From about 1120 to 12 hits 19. This is still a consolidation right now. These are all part of your electric vehicle play. You're seeing Tesla, of course, rose. Actually, I remember, people are asking me, Nikki, what do you like more, Tesla Gold or Tencent? I actually said I like Tencent and Tesla more. True enough, the market went up for Tesla. That would, even if you enter June 29, because at that point in time, June 26, 29, we were discussing gold, Tesla, Tencent June 23, around June 23 to June 26. So, you could see the outperformance of Tesla from 1,000 to 1,800. That is an 80% move. Although there is a profit taking already, that is a clear sell signal here, of course. People were selling on news, on the good news, on Tesla's second quarter results. But you could see that the downside is quite limited here at 1,300 and even as low as 1,900. So at 1,417 last night, I take a look at 1,300 if that gets supported. Those who don't have Tesla can actually enter 1,300. That said, will it underperform? It could actually consolidate in the next 3 months. So most of the prices are already factoring in quite a lot. Although September 15 is your battery day for Tesla, so you might see some buyers for the next couple of months near 1,300 or as low as 1,200. A few companies I'm taking a look at worldwide is Shopee, Sea Limited. Sea Limited has already beat Lazada. There is also news that JCB and Sea Limited are already partnered for more shopping, enabling shopping experiences. Let me show that to you here. The news on e-commerce. So a few things, JCB and Shopee had already announced a strategic partnership. Shopee, the leading e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia and Taiwan, has entered into a regional agreement providing online merchants and shoppers with enhanced payment options. So you could see that this is actually just a normal consolidation with an outperformance from about 36 to 130. Definitely, we are a lover of Shopee. I am a Filipino. I do see the progress of Shopee beating Lazada, not just in the Philippines but worldwide. I mean Southeast Asia wide. It's not, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. A lot of people have noticed this. You could see that in this report, the internet economy. Okay, so Bain came out with a really bullish report on the Southeast Asian online economy. Southeast Asia's $100 billion swipe up and to the right. It's showing you that their forecast of $100 billion is probably gonna hit $300 billion by 2025. And the adoption of digital payments has finally reached the inflection point, expected to cross $1 trillion by 2025. So this is a good report introducing the economy C 2019. Those who are in our awesome 10x inner circle can view all of these stuff. We share it in our Slack channel. So definitely take note. There's 105 million Filipinos, 96 million Vietnamese, 69 million Thais, 32 million Malaysians, 6 million Singaporeans, 264 million Indonesians. That's six. And economic growth of all Southeast Asia is definitely higher than your worldwide economy. So average GDP growth is about 6%. Of course, this was pre-COVID, but the number of internet users are really going up. So so far, the region added from about 10 million internet users to about 100 million and expected to hit 360 million. It's 360 million already in 2019. So this went from 260 to 360. How many internet digital users and online shoppers will there be towards a more productive internet economy hits $100 billion? So these are some big numbers: $32 billion 2015, 100 billion 2019, expected to go $300 billion by 2025. To further reinforce our point, I want to share to you that I do have my Spotify. I have my Faceless Trader Spotify. I released this podcast episode today. Listen to it. I discuss why Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish taught me a lot, rest stock markets. Of course, I highlighted some big winners: Serens, Sea Limited, Spotify, and Twitter and Voice Trends. Hope you actually listen to that podcast. I do emphasize a lot of winners making money on 1,000 returns, 1,000% returns. Let me just highlight this specific quote. Credits to Brian Ferroli of Motley Fool. You can still lose a lot of money buying a stock that has fallen 90%, but you can still make a lot of money buying a stock that has risen 1,000%. I want people who own Sea Limited to share and buy their winners. It doesn't matter if you bought at 40, 50, 60, at 100, it's still a buy. If it's gonna go up, it's gonna go up. And of course, this went from about $10, now it's 130. Indeed, it is more than 10x. Okay, so it went 13x in the last 2 years. But this is a winner, and I want you to hold your winner. Just a few things. So let's go to the podcast. I emphasize how Swifties unite, making Taylor Swift an all-time high again. Okay, so of course you can't trade Taylor Swift, but of course it's gonna be positive for your Spotify. More and more Swifties are seeing that Spotify is gonna go higher. So when you have a winner, the question is, can you hold the winner? You might have bought at 140, you might have bought at 180, 190. The question is at 240, 260, 270, are you still holding your winners? And if you aren't holding a winner, or you don't even have a winner, I do urge you to have winners in your life. That's the best way to actually improve your portfolios. At 268, you can buy. At 242, you could buy Spotify. Twitter, of course, is having a monetization moment. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, of course, said that he is going to improve the monetization. They are exploring subscription model. So this is a wonderful news for Twitter shareholders. And I actually just became a Twitter shareholder when he released that game changer move for me. So to me, Twitter at $30 billion is actually quite an undervalued gem. How many users would actually pay just to actually not miss one of the best tweets in the world, especially if I'm interested with a certain topic? So subscription model is one of the best business models in the world. Let Netflix teach you that. Let Walmart Prime teach you that. Let Amazon Prime teach you that. In fact, Walmart Prime, Walmart went $98. Take a look what happened to your Walmart. When Walmart released that, what happened? It actually went up from about 118 to 128 to 131. I do think that any drops of Walmart back to 128 or 124 is just really an opportunity to buy a great company. So I never really fear buying great companies here. So I'd buy this at 125. Any drops, I'll be happy to buy my winners. To be honest, people have been saying to me, asking me, well, what do you think about gold stocks and digital gold? So yeah, so let me just tell you what happened. Okay, so yeah, so like in the last few days, ever since June, July, you have been seeing gold rising. And some of the people do not believe in the gold. They want digital gold. So their digital gold was this one. Bitcoin went from 9.2 back to 10.3, but that's just a 10% move. As you know, we have picks going 50%. So this is not really an outperformer. I would say that this is a laggard play. It's a laggard, but definitely I would say that a break of 10.4 goes to 12,000. So you have that 20% move. So just like gold hitting 2.4, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah, so actually, to be honest, Bitcoin and gold are not the best investments if you will be really if you are really asking for an investing standpoint. We like wearables. Wearables have gotten us a 50% move already. You could see that since July, we have been buying Copen. So at 130, now it's at hit a 192 bucks. Total has been using Copen through RealWear HMTs, head-mounted tablets. You could see that this outperformance is actually a strong move. And I still think that this dip at 160 was a heaven send. And I do think that this one goes to about $2.40 or even $5. So from a risk reward standpoint, I'd say Copen has a great risk reward standpoint, another 40, 50% move. So continue to keep on holding your winners. For those who have Copen already, just hold your winners. Definitely those who got in as low as 30, 40 cents. I'm proud of you guys. You've got a great company, great buy. Congratulations. And the question is, can you hold your winners? So sometimes you could be earlier than me, but if you don't know how to hold your winners, that is nonsense. Learn to hold your winners. Hats off to people who know how to hold winners. And for those who don't know how to hold winners, learn, because that's where you make the money, holding on to winners. Not trading, holding on to winners. So Copen is doing well. We have this winner as well in our wearables, 50% up move last Friday. So we're just still holding on to this. We got in here at 88 cents. Some of us got in at 83 cents. So yeah, we were buying here. Definitely the 50% move happened because of the defense contract. So far, I think that $33 million contract was able to hit 50% up. How high can Eman go? Let's take a look. All right. Chart-wise, Eman is now being discovered by the people. It's kind of like a Billie Eilish stock for me. How how many people love Billie Eilish at 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019? It's just getting bigger. I thought, that Billie Eilish is 500 million plays. I was surprised, like 1 billion people actually was listening to a Bad Guy of Billie Eilish. So Billie Eilish started, 2016? Through SoundCloud, 1,000 plays, or 2015, Ocean Eyes. A good winner is something that you hold on for the longest time, if you can actually hold forever. Just like what you learned with Taylor Swift, just keep on holding 15 times, 15 years, and you're still making lots of great hits, all-time highs. For those who aren't aware, Folklore, Taylor Swift, watch that or listen to that. I love the song. I love the album. 88 cents. I think like you can actually hit Imagine. You've got resistance at 160, 190. There will be volatility. Those who don't have Imagine or Iman can actually try to enter here at about 0.94. A few things to the crypto guys. So far so congratulations if you actually own some Ethereum. Ethereum here has resistance at 360 bucks. Of course, the perfect entry was about 240 bucks here. So those who are entering at 320, take a look at your risk reward ratio. At 320, you've got 10% upside and quite a hefty downside. So if you are chasing, be careful. You could be actually dumped upon. And of course, what does this mean? There's actually a lot of money if you actually study well. Elrond has already gone 10x for the people who really did their studies. Elrond for cryptos, if they got an even in July, what I'm talking is outperformance here. Okay, so yeah, they got 800% move from June to July. Okay, so the answer here is that you could make money if you just really know what you're buying. So never listen to people who talk about like a certain stock giving all the rewards of the world. It's about holding a collection of winners, and if you don't know how to hold winners, it's also nonsense. So let's see. Let's say you're buying Twitter. You're buying at 37 and 34. What can you expect with Twitter? Okay, so let's take a look in your resistances for this for this company. Okay, so this has been a disappointment for many Twitter shareholders for the last 2014, 2013. You've got resistances at 52. You've got resistances at 64. That said, not everyone believes in Jack Dorsey's plan to increase the monetization. So you can actually get an entry near 34. In the short term, you probably have a lot of sellers at 40 and a lot of sellers at 50 and 60. So you probably need to do your own research. Do you want to actually own Twitter? And do you have a reason to believe in Jack Dorsey's plan to actually increase the monetization revenues for Twitter? Of course, last week, AMD went from about 58 to 69, kaboom. Some of us got in. Some of us traded this at 58, 59, 61. There is a resistance at 80 bucks. So, of course, it's all about holding your winners. This was the buy entry at 59.61. That was a clear breakout on Google Cloud partnership. And then the next day, Intel's problems actually increased further conviction for AMD. That's why sometimes the loss of another person is the win of another person. And that really happened for AMD. So this week, we've got a lot of earnings calls, earnings reports. This is the earnings that I'm taking a look at for this week. I am bullish to Links, and I do think it can go 120 bucks. Let's see whether I'm right. Of course, I'm bullish Plural Site. So let's see whether we're right. Some education picks. This week, we've got your big names, your Apple, your Facebooks, your Googles. So they'll be reporting. Let's see. People have sold here at 396 and they want a drop. But so far, some bulls already started buying their Apple. It looks like it can't enter 318, to be honest. AR glasses are in 2022, 2023. And so these people might have to re-enter again. So really, take a look. The bears are happy with a short-term 3 days move. But if they don't quickly cover, they might actually be what's the downside? If I buy Apple at 370, it's probably 340. But Apple has to really fail in their earnings quarter this month. So I'm not really a big tech fan. But if Apple gives me an entry to 340 bucks, let's see. We'll see. I might actually be bullish on some big caps if you can actually give me a good entry. So Microsoft, can it go near 195? After earnings, people were selling down. They were saying that the 47% growth was not up to par for them. I actually like these companies, like Baidu, this tit for tat squabble of China and US. Baidu here at 116 is okay with me. KC, Kings of Cloud, is falling hard. But these drops, I'm actually okay. Another's another's, what do you call that? Like somebody doesn't want it, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I don't care about what you think. If I like a name, I like it. So $30 all the way to 27. Yeah, I do like Kings of Cloud. I do believe like a lot of Chinese names are being dumped for no reason. Dumps are actually good for me. Take a look at the Good Doctor at $100. Take a look at Tencent. If they don't want Tencent, so be it. I'd like it at 480. If they want to dump it at 10%, so what? I want to buy a good company. Okay, yeah. So like in the worldwide, yeah. I think like all the Asian stocks falling down shouldn't be a cause of concern. Definitely you'd be entering a few of the great companies. Some brokerage firms might actually be a good entry. So 60/30. A lot of good names. In my book, I discuss, sorry, not in my book. In my podcast, I discuss this name, Serens. Serens, I look at any dips to actually buy as low as I can go. If it goes 34, so be it. I want to enter this name, good long-term hold, even at 27. Dips, I would buy. So am I scared of August? What's going to happen in July, August? What's going to happen on earnings? I guess you really have to ask yourself, what's your exposure in the market? What is your intention? What are your time frames? Because in the end, it's not only you who can answer the best for yourself. So remember, you can make money in companies that got 10x moves. Just to illustrate that point, C Limited went from about $10 to $130. If you got scared buying at $50, you still missed 100% move. And what if C Limited goes $500? Of course, you all know Amazon, even if you bought at 1,900, still made money for you. Even if you bought, 5 years ago? 5 years ago, people were saying that they missed out. 5 years ago, Amazon was $500. Now it's at 3,000. You'd have 6x your money, even if somebody 5 years ago got in with your Amazons at 200. Never ever let somebody tell you that winners will be late or something. Just really emphasize, where is it going? That's the question. So that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.